what's going on, boys and girls? So first off, I apologize for the video. As you can see, this is not framed 100% right, because if I frame this video is framed in a 640 by 480 or 480p. So if I frame it differently, it's gonna screw up everything, the symmetrics and all the other junk. So you'll be seeing black bars and kind of my watch later playlist off to the side. So you guys, this particular video, yeah, Linux is dumb and stupid, quote unquote. Do note, homeboy, if you're gonna do a title, at least put capitalization in where it's supposed to go. Just saying, not all flat. So let's roll into it. This is like 12 minutes. I'm hoping this isn't dumb, but let's find out.
Hey guys, what's up again? It's me. And today I'm going to be talking about Linux and all the stupid stuff that happens in Linux. So, like, just now, look at this. Do you see that shit? It's fucking a wine. Wine has been around for longer than fucking 20 years now, and it still fucking crashes. Still fucking crashes for no goddamn reason. And you want to know why it crashes? Because of a stupid fucking... I think it's because of the differences between Linux and Windows file systems. Like, for example, in Linux you can have a file called fuck and another file called fuck, but one of them is capitalized, and that works. But in Windows you can't do that shit.
Oh my, this is gonna be one of them videos. Okay, so in a way, you're actually kind of correct. Wine is not an emulator, quote unquote. Wine is basically a complete re-implementation of the Windows APIs to convert all of them to Linux. That's why you get with some of the weird DLL stuff. And then again, you get the weird DLL shit in Windows anyway. It's a clean room reverse engineering of undocumented Windows calls and APIs. Now, in case you don't know what that means, is they are going into it blind. They don't know. So yeah, trying to basically build a compatibility where to make 100% cross-platform software work is a little hard when it's not designed to be running on the system that you're trying to get it to run on. And because none of that is documented very well. That's all it is to it. It's not just about file types and DLLs, and that's part of it. But homie, like, I'm just gonna ask, if you're running straight wine, are you a moron? Use Play on Linux, use Crossover, use Proton, use DXVK, use Lutris, use Play on Linux, there's 1,000 different ways to make managing wine a whole lot easier. The thing that I love about this video is, A, the quality is garbage, so I can't even read the error. But at the end of the day, like, dude, what do you expect? If you go in expecting 100% software compatibility all the time, hate to break it to you, you're a fucking idiot. And because here's the thing, that includes different iterations of Windows. How many things from XP didn't work in 7? How many things from 7 don't work in 10? Microsoft tries as they might to have backwards compatibility, which is also a crutch that they have leaned on far too long, because at some point you have to cut it off, because then you get old decrepit crap that shouldn't be running anymore that does. So I think your perspective is just a little skewed.
Excuse me. So, like, yeah, you can't do that stuff in Windows, but Wine is designed for that. So if you get, like, say you're playing Osu, and you get a map that in the actual map files, it references the MP3 as a certain name with a certain case. Like, say one of the letters is uppercase and the actual file isn't. Game will fucking crash. Just like that. What a dumb problem.
That's not a dumb problem. It's the way... Only dumb I'm seeing right now is you. Oh, God. I really didn't want to... I'd been hit on a good streak of, like, not blowing my gasket, but... I think that's going to go out the window.
And there's shit like this in Linux all the goddamn time. And I have no idea why it never gets fucking fixed. I shouldn't have to complain. Okay. You know. There's always different problems that always come up. Like, they always change shit around for no goddamn reason. Like...
Please, do inform me, oh wise one. What things are they changing around now?
Just the other day, I fucking update my Arch install, and look at this shit. My fucking drives don't show up where they're supposed to anymore, so I had to, like, make folders to link to them. Look at that. I had to fucking fix that myself. That's just kind of dumb. And there's always these new changes, like, they change the fucking shit around for no reason. Like, on, what is it called? Like on VirtualBox, like they changed the UI to be all fucked up. Yeah.
No, they updated the UI. It's no different than any other programming. Updating their UI. Shit changes. Get over it. Stop whining about it. You sound like the people complaining about the Windows ribbon interface from 2007 instead of it looking like 2003 or Office 2001 or whatever. UI's changed. Get over it.
Yeah, there's tons of problems with Linux and all that stuff. And, I hate it. So yeah. There's always problems. Like, just a few months ago, I couldn't even connect my Wi-Fi card to my computer because they updated the kernel and it fucked it up. Luckily they fixed it, which is kind of surprising considering they never do.
Seeing how they never fix it, seeing how they never do. Homie, how many Windows 10 updates have there been that have borked or broken crap since it's been released 3 years ago, 4 years ago now? A lot. Between deleting files and everything else, Windows is not the bastion and paradigm of it just works. Neither is Mac OS. Here's the news flash. Linux, while it might just work 8 or 9 times out of 10, there's always going to be that one chance it doesn't work. Because here's the thing. I had a piece of hardware that Windows didn't detect at all, ever. Couldn't get it, find drivers, couldn't get it to work at all. There was a Wi-Fi adapter too, believe it or not. Yay, Windows. Didn't matter if I used Driver Booster, didn't matter if I used the built-in Windows utilities. The OEM manufacturer was no longer around, so they had no driver. I didn't want to complain about the fact that it didn't work anymore. I wanted to complain about the fact that, oh, hey, use it on Linux. Guess what? It worked. Every OS is going to have problems. And if you think otherwise, you're a fucking idiot. Again, I state.
They always just, oh, you gotta buy this stuff to make it work with Linux. Well, why can't we have all this stuff work?
Why can't we have all this stuff work? Because that's an OEM problem. That's an ODM problem. Sorry. original device manufacturer, original equipment manufacturer, because apparently you're going to be too stupid to understand those idioms and those acronyms. So these guys aren't specifically making Linux drivers. Some do, not all of them. Some do. They're designing for Windows, maybe Mac OS. That's it. That falls on the OEMs, not Linux itself. If you blame Linux itself for the lack of equipment working, you are an idiot.
Like, I have this, what is it called? I have this DVD drive that I just got on eBay. This shit, I can't even fucking burn a DVD. So you know what I had to do? I had to fucking make a virtual machine and pass it through USB. Or pass the USB to the fucking virtual machine. Because in Windows, you can make DVDs all day long without a problem, you know? There's all this stuff that...
I really just cut out my eardrums so I don't have to hear the stupid. Homie, if you want to use Windows, go use Windows. It's not a... You're complaining about stuff that's your experience. Totally fine. But you are giving no context on brand, on any of this other stuff. As far as what you're trying to do that needs fixing. And do know, part of your problem is probably running effing Arch. Sorry, Dasky, get over it. If you sound like, if you are installing Arch, I will at least give you the fact that you have the technical knowledge to at least read a technical wiki and get it installed. But if you seriously are going to sit here and blame all this crap on Linux because you can be bothered to read like however long the Arch wiki is, but you can't be bothered to spend 5 minutes researching whether or not your shit's going to work. This is more about you and your problem of, I don't know, being a dumbass. Now, I've been really trying to not throw out insults at people and whatnot, but this stuff grinds my gears, to steal a line from Peter Griffin. Like, seriously, like, if you never temper your expectations on things, you will always be disappointed. End of story. The fact that you just want everything to work like it does in Windows, your expectations aren't tempered. And do note, here's the thing. Arch, did you install the right shit to get every piece of hardware to work, to auto mount drives, to auto do this and auto do that? Which, here's the weird thing, pre-configured distributions do for you. Because if you didn't do that in your Arch setup, that tells me you're the idiot and you're the problem.
That Windows does perfectly fine. Here's another problem with Linux. They always fucking change the binary compatibility. Like, if you have a binary from 2013, yeah, just that little amount of time ago, even like 2015, okay? You'll try to run it, and it'll complain that you're missing some shared library, or it'll just fucking crash for no goddamn reason. But
yeah, because Linux does this weird thing, and it uses shared libraries. If you want a specific program to work, it's going to have static link libraries that go along with it, a la any universal package format. That's why shit like the Loki installer's still around, or like shit like why like Neverwinter Nights, the original version, still launches. It's because everything's static linked instead of dynamically linked to the system shared resources. That's the difference. That's a programming problem. That is a problem on distributions and mentality about being always up to date, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That is a legitimate problem. However, I think it's dumb to also think that to expect a Deb from 2015 to work on a 2019 based OS. I don't go expecting a EXE from Windows XP or Windows 7 to work on 10. Awesome if it does, probably won't though. Again, temper your expectations because your expectations are up here. And my second question is, why are you running a Deb from 2015? 13, 14, 2000, take your pick. Why are you running a Deb that old? Is the application not around anymore? Like, there are reasons to look at things and try to understand them. I'm trying to understand your mind frame, but you are just giving like weak ass examples. Oh well, this didn't auto detect. It might have been your Arch install, homie. This doesn't look like Windows. It's not Windows. This doesn't do this like Mac OS. It's not Mac OS. Your expectations are stupid, and I'm questioning whether or not how intelligent you are. I'm giving you credit by thinking you have enough intelligence to install Arch, but part of me wants to say that you're not intelligent enough to apparently make sure everything is actually configured correctly, because wow.
On Windows, you can get binaries from the fucking 90s and they'll work just fine. Look at that. It just works. It just works, guaranteed. Because
if you think it just works guaranteed, you truly are a dumbass. You are the epitome of the word dumb and an ass rolled into one. Because you have your head so far up it. Because I think your brain is filled with shit. Wow. Go play a Steam game from 2007. Go play Dark Sector. Go play Time Shift. See what errors come up under Windows 10. Oh, you can eventually get them to play. Eventually. If you have the right .NET files, if you have the right, redistributable packages for freaking DirectX, and take your pick. And if you have the wrong ones, you have to do clean installs. You are complaining about crap that happens in every OS, and you make it sound like that Windows is the end-all be-all, or like Mac OS is everything, but it's all a Linux problem. No, homie. This is either a you problem or a distribution problem of your choosing. Those are the two problems.
Because they don't fucking change it around all the goddamn time. And if they do make changes, they make it optional.
Oh, really? If they make changes, they make them optional. Tell that to the Windows 7. Tell that to the people who got forced change the ribbon interface. You want to hear how much bitching and whining they did about that? Tell that to the people who got stuck with the Metro UI, who bitched and complained about that. They didn't make any of that optional. That was there and in your face. Metro is now the default experience. I personally prefer Arrow. And guess what? I still get Arrow if I dig deep enough into the settings and change everything around. Huh, what does that sound like? Oh, that's right. Customization. Kind of a thing in Linux. Ideal. Weird.
That's another reason why people don't fucking use this garbage unless they're masochistic like me, or whatever that word is. Yeah. Don't be like me. Fucking, I wish I could go back to Windows, because, I don't know, Linux is a lot faster, I guess. There's perks of using it. Everything just feels instant. But there's a lot of problems with it, When I first started playing OSU, I had to spend I spent a good couple weeks trying to get Wine to work with it. because there used to be this bug in OSU where, like, if you didn't have Samba installed, it would not connect to the goddamn server because I guess Samba does HTTPS or something, some weird shit like that. You always get weird shit like that with you always get weird stuff like that with Linux. Just always weird stuff like that. It's no good, you know. But I guess it's improving, you know. Just a few years ago, it wasn't that great. And I have, what is it called, Linus Tech Tips, making videos about how you should switch to Linux, which is only going to make the problem worse because it's not fucking ready. It's
If you actually listen to Linus's video, depending on which one you're referring to at this particular point in time, Linux is ready depending on what you need. It's that simple. You, however, while you have shown you are intelligent enough to read, you're apparently not intelligent enough to get your head out of your ass to see a different perspective. You have a preconceived notion of how things should work, and when they don't work, you get frustrated. And when you get frustrated, it's all something else's fault. Here's the thing. It's not always something else's fault. It might be just, here's the thing. Oh, your fault. Sometimes sticking to what you know is better than taking the leap. Because if you don't take the leap with an open mind of, I don't know what to expect, I don't know if this is going to be different, and then you whine and cry and bitch and complain about how it's different, it says a lot about your character with not being open-minded. It's kind of the way I view people who really kind of rag on people who have like a wide gambit and taste in music. Oh, I only listen to pure metal. I only listen to hip-hop. If you have that elitist mentality, I think you're limiting yourself, and I think you're a fucking idiot. Because here's the big picture of that. This is all you see. In between those fingers, that's all you see. Kind of like me telling you that. In between those fingers, those goalposts is all you see. Me telling you right now. Fuck you. You're an idiot. Really, at the end of the day, though, it boils down to what you actually are looking for. What you want out of your system. If it doesn't work for you, that's perfectly okay. Use what works. At the end of the day, these are tools and systems to help get work done. If an OS, doesn't matter if, take your distribution of choice, take Windows, take Mac OS, at the end of the day, the OS should get out of your way, not in it. And if it gets in your way, replace it with something that won't. You can apply this mentality with people, with technology and tools and all these other things. At the end of the day, you have a limited view and a limited scope of that view because you have certain expectations that you're trying to put the circle in the fucking triangle with the square. It doesn't work. People make my head hurt.
It's not. It isn't. There's still all these fucking problems that you get. I installed Ubuntu just a few days ago on my goddamn laptop, and the thing wouldn't even have video. On my fucking ThinkPad, it wouldn't have video. And there's all these weird problems that always happen. And, you know, Windows has its problems too, but, you know.
I love how you just kind of gloss over the no video thing. Was it a no mode set? Was it a NVIDIA GPU with an Intel card? Was it Ryzen? Was it no context? Just believe me. Okay.
99% of the time, they get fixed, or you fucking cause them.
I find that particular argument interesting. 99% of the time, they get fixed. Most of my problems have been fixed in Linux, and or you cause them. Let that one sink in there, arch buddy.
But on Linux, there's always all these problems that are just there for no goddamn reason. And they never fucking fix them. It takes years for them to fucking fix it. Like, years. But, you know, I guess that's one of the problems with Linux, I guess. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still...
It's one of the problems with Linux. It takes years to fix shit. On some things, you're correct. Do note, it takes years to fix shit in Windows, too. Funny how that works. Mac OS is the same way. Every OS sucks. 3-day trolls them baggy. Still relevant even 17, 18 years later. That's all I'm going to say.
A lot of good stuff about it. Like, for example, if you plug something in, it'll just work. You know, in that accent. Like...
Now, do note. Where are we in this video? What, like 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in? One of your first complaints was if you plug something in, it didn't work, i.e. you were complaining about your Wi-Fi adapter. Now you're complimenting it, saying that, oh, it just works. Am I the only one sensing the irony here, the oxymoronic statement, and the contradictory statement? Yeah. You were really making me question your level of intelligence, homeboy. And... like I said, I've been trying not to rag on people and calling them effing morons and idiots and all this other crap, and telling them they have their head shoved up their ass. You know, right now you're pretty much all those things I said I've been trying to avoid. So yeah, you're batting not well.
Say if you plug in your gaming tablet or whatever, plug in your gaming tablet, it'll just work guaranteed because I guess they solved it years ago or something. See, look, it just works. Yeah, whatever. And a lot of sound.
Yeah, it's because what is it? Oh, the drivers are in the kernel. You fucking idiot.
Cards just work. Like that. But Wi-Fi is still a big fucking problem, like, especially on Arch. There's no, like, consistent way to get Wi-Fi working. Like,
you chose Arch. Get the right drivers. That's a you problem. Shock, surprise.
every time I boot up my computer, and let's say my router feels like catching on fire today or something, and I have to get a new one. Thanks CenturyLink, by the way. Say I have to get a new router, my fucking computer detects that the goddamn Wi-Fi isn't up. It'll seriously make me wait 2 fucking minutes to let me know that, oh, the Wi-Fi isn't working, and then it'll say system error, must give root password to continue, and then I have to go in and fucking disable the goddamn system D profile that starts my Wi-Fi up automatically. So you know what I did? I took that out completely, and now you know what I have to do? I have to fucking go into the terminal and go into Wi-Fi menu and like manually add in my shit, which is really goddamn annoying, because sometimes it doesn't even show the fucking 5G network, which has been happening recently, so I can't even get faster than 5 megabits per second. And like I mentioned before, this goddamn Wi-Fi card I got at Best Buy didn't even work a few months ago. It didn't even work until like December. How sad is that? When I got this Wi-Fi card, like I think it was last July, cause I remember, I think we got a new router and I couldn't have my room. Fucking thing wouldn't work on Linux. They had on the box, I don't have the box anymore, but on the box it fucking said, worked with Linux, and guess what? I brought it home, plugged it in, didn't fucking work. look on their website. It turns out you have to compile the driver yourself. And I ran some forums or whatever, and it said on there, oh no, it only works with a kernel from 2010 or whatever, like a really old Linux.
See prior argument about OEM and ODM being the problem.
Version. That's the kind of shit you get with Linux. That's the kind of shit you get. You have fucking shit that doesn't work, so you have to make a virtual machine to get it to work. Yeah. There's all sorts of problems and hacks you have to do. And even like if you use, say, a distro that's already made for you and you don't use Arch like me, you're still going to run into problems because everything hinges on the fact that you're using Linux and everything's in the kernel or whatever. So yeah, use at your own risk because you're gonna fucking have problems. Don't be Linus Tech Tips who says, oh yeah, you're gonna download a Ubuntu and you're gonna fucking, a country, the penguin's gonna come and give you a hand job and you're just gonna have a great time using Linux.
Now, I am not the biggest fan of Linus, personally. I think you personally are a fucking moron, though. If you actually watch the video, he did not say that it was going to be all sunshine and rainbows and rainbow butt dragged unicorns. What he basically said was that it is usable. And his caveat was with some technical know-how. It is probably going into it blind, probably not the best recommendation. Or if you were setting up for somebody, and you were the tech support, it's fine to use for somebody. That is basically what his argument was. Your argument is it's never ready. Your argument is also flawed to no fucking end because I think your lane of thinking isn't really a lane. Your lane of thinking is a corridor in an open world, and because all you can see is that tunnel. See it however you want, but you're being ignorant to the things around you.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna fucking happen because computers are fucking shit, okay? You think a free fucking operating system is going to be perfect? No, it's not. And I'm not expecting perfect, but I'm just warning you guys out there. It's not fucking perfect, so Linus Tech Tips. Don't fucking say that Linux is great for gaming because it's not. Nine times out of 10, if you use Steam or whatever, you know the new Steam Play that came out last year. 9 times out of 10, the game will say running, and then it'll fucking stop, and Steam won't even it'll just be like, I guess you closed the game. It won't even fucking tell you what happened. You'll click the fucking button to open it or whatever, like that, and then it'll say running and close. So you
And you do realize this because it's relying on Wine to run .NET applications on a system that it is not meant for. I wonder why that might be a problem from time to time. Because, pretty sure most of those .NET feeds don't expect to be trying to run Linux.
have to go on Wine to try to figure out how it was, or how it's supposed to work, or whatever. There's all sorts of problems, even with games that are supported on the new, what is it called, Steam Play, or whatever, Proton, Electron, whatever it's called. I don't get why they name all these fucking stupid compatibility things after particles, but whatever. So I guess I've been rambling on for 12 minutes. minutes straight, so I better like stop before I have an aneurysm complaining about Linux. So yeah, see you guys later in the next video. See ya.